Hi you guys, and welcome back to another studio vlog. My name is Shelby. I am the owner of the Gift Gala shop, and I try to spread as much happiness as I can through my non-toxic soy candles, custom labeling, and stationery items. And I am just so glad you guys are here with me. Week after week, it just means the world to me and my small business. And yeah, I'm just so glad you guys are here. Today is August 17th, and I don't really know how we got here. I feel like I blinked and we went from June to August real quick. I feel like the last 2 weeks have just been a blur, and that's probably because I took the whole week off and we went to Wyoming for a barrel race, which you guys knew if you've been following along. I told you guys about that in a studio vlog a couple weeks ago. Being gone out of the studio for 8 days was really tough for me, but I feel like it's what I needed. It kind of got me out of all of my social media and videoing schedule, which I don't love because it's been really hard for me to jump back into it guns blazing exactly where I left off. But in terms of my mental stability, I think being gone that long was just really needed, because whenever I take a vacation that's only like 2 or 3 days, like over the weekend, I never really leave work at work. And being gone for 8 days, I had planned on posting every day. I had all kinds of content to post, and I had my studio vlog that I was planning on editing and posting. And once we got there, it was so hectic and so crazy. I did not have a single extra minute to do any of that. And of course, I didn't want to rush through anything and put out less than par content or a lesser studio vlog. So I just opted to not do anything for the week. And that really gave me the mental reset that I have been needing for well over a year. So yeah, we got back last Monday. It was in the evening, which was not really ideal. I would have rather have gotten back Sunday so I could hit work hard Monday morning. So my Monday actually started on a Tuesday, and I was just going crazy all week, pouring candles, fulfilling orders, which, by the way, thank you guys so much for showing me all of the love. And also thank you so much for being patient with the longer processing time. I know a lot of you knew that the processing time was going to elongate out to 7 business days. But if you didn't know that and you're still waiting on your order, I have, I think, 40 or 50 open orders left, and I'm planning on getting all of those sent out tomorrow. So if you haven't got a shipping notification yet, be looking for that tomorrow because it should be in your inbox. This studio vlog is gonna kind of just be like a week in my life as a candle maker, as a designer. So it's kind of gonna be a combination of chill vibes along with some new projects that I've been working on. We are going to set up my sublimation printer, and we're gonna be working on creating a brand new item that has never been in my studio before. And I gave you guys a little hint in my last studio vlog. So we are going to be making some car coasters. And I feel like I'm cutting this really close because I'm having a launch this coming Saturday, which I haven't even announced yet because I've been waiting for a very special delivery to get here. Cross your fingers, and it's finally supposed to be here tomorrow. So we're going to be unboxing those, and I'm going to be revealing what those products are, which will be launching this Saturday along with these car coasters. And I feel like I'm cutting it really close to do all of the experimenting and getting these car coasters the way that I want. I have watched hours and hours of videos and read so much material about how to sublimate on these car coasters. So hopefully it will go relatively smooth for us. I'm going to be taking you along with me on that creative journey this week. I was so scattered with just being gone and all of the new launches that I've been doing and then shipping orders that I needed an hour to just sit down and schedule out basically the rest of the year from now until Christmas. Like I've said in previous vlogs, as a general rule, I have everything scheduled out. My collections, what I'm planning on selling, how I'm going to market it, all of that. But I do like to check in every month to make sure that I'm staying on my timeline and making sure that the products that I do want to design or create is staying on trend. And so I sat down on Friday, I spent an hour just going through all of the collections. I did some tweaking on them, and in a good way, because I'm actually adding more products, not less. Designs are getting a little more complex, a little more fleshed out. So they're about ready to take shape. That was just a relief for me to sit down and know exactly what I need to get designed, what I need to get created, what I need to get ordered, when I need to get it here, and then of course when I need to start posting about those launches, which will be Saturday, August 30th at 7 p.m. Central Time. We're gonna do some unboxing of these new candle jars that I've ordered. Some of them actually just delivered about an hour ago. I already handpicked the exclusive scents. They're gonna be in this limited edition fall candle launch. They're gonna be so cute. A couple of your very favorite scents are going to be available. Marshmallow Pumpkin and Whispering Spice are both going to be options in these new vessels, and those scents have just been best sellers year after year. I think they're gonna pair so well with these cute little vessels that are coming in, so I can't wait to show you guys those. So we are gonna be really busy the next couple of weeks. Candle season is in full swing. If you are not a candle maker, this is the time of year where things get super crazy, and if you are a candle maker, you are probably already swamped with pouring candles and fulfilling orders. Along with the craziness of candle season and all of these new exciting launches coming up, we have got to finish the studio. Okay, I feel like the studio update is a run-on sentence, and it is time for it to get finished. So in this vlog, we are going to be doing all of the little things that I have been wanting to finish up in here, and hopefully then we will be ready for a walkthrough. I got a brand new printer stand delivered a couple days ago, so we're gonna get it put together. We are gonna get the sublimation printer set up on that, and we are gonna get to work on card coasters. Grab your favorite drink, grab your favorite blanket. We're gonna be here for a little while. I'm really excited to sit down and have a chat with you, so let's go. So I did get the matching printer stand to the one that I already have. I thought that would look best, even though I really would have loved to have had a white one. I think that would have just been like too many things going on over here in this area. And I love symmetry, so there will be a printer stand on each side of this little dresser right here, which I think will look really nice. And if I don't love the color in the end, I can always paint them white. This thing is literally manhandling me. So one of my most favorite things that I love to do lately is just binge watch or binge listen to YouTube videos. I am obsessed with watching other creators' videos, see how they live their life, what they're doing in their studio, and just listening to their trials and errors. And one particular creator, I've been following her for quite a while, and she's so talented. She makes all kinds of things. She makes candles, she thrifts clothing and then like upcycles it and turns it into stuff. She makes cute little pouches, like all the cute things. And whoops. And so anyways, she normally does a weekly vlog, and it's normally about her business, what she's doing, what she's creating, and also the real part of the ups and the downs, just like we talk about. And she got to talking about one particular topic in her last video that just hit so close to home for me and probably for a lot of you. She was talking about struggling to feel like that what her work does is actually enriching the world. As I was listening to it, I was thinking about how many times over the last 10 or 12 years that those type of thoughts have run through my mind too, which is it's almost an imposter type thought process where I feel like I get to create such beautiful things and live such a beautiful life that it's almost like a fairy tale and almost like it's not fair, or like I should be doing more to contribute to society. You know, I don't get to be a surgeon and do open heart surgeries and save people's lives. And so sometimes I find myself thinking, is what I'm doing actually benefiting people? Sometimes in the wee hours of the night or when I'm working late, these thoughts cross my mind that I'm not doing enough or my products are not doing enough in society. We create things to enrich our lives. We create them to enrich other people's lives. We do it for joy.
We do it to create happiness, not just for ourselves, but for other people. And I don't know how much more you can give back to society other than creating happiness for other people. You know, bringing beautiful things to life and being able to provide those for other people not only creates this happiness for us and this joy for us and fills this void as creators, when we get to get these products in the hands of other people and to see their faces light up and see how they enjoy these products and how it romanticizes their life and enriches their life, that really confirms that what we're doing is so, so, so special and it is 100% needed. And after I got done watching this YouTube video, I started reading the comments, and there was a comment from another creator talking about how we're put on this earth for certain reasons to do certain things, and that she too had felt these same types of feelings of, okay, we literally get to live in a fairy tale job, and is it enough? Are we contributing enough to the world and the jobs that we're in? I was just talking about how we are meant to create this happiness. We are meant to bring joy into other people's lives, because that's where I go back to whenever I start to have feelings of, am I contributing enough? Is this job contributing to society enough? I then think about how much happiness that I get to spread and how many people message me, leave me reviews, tell me that certain candles with certain messages literally made their entire day, or that a certain scent blend literally makes them think of their grandma that has passed away every single time they light it. And those types of feelings are rooted so deep into human emotion that I truly can't envision doing anything else in my life to help people more. So the point of this big long conversation is that if you are a creator and you're creating cute things and you are getting nasty, hateful comments about, you know, people are consuming too much, that you are just creating junk, that nobody wants your stuff, that is not true. Don't ever second guess your creativity. Don't ever second guess your job or your small business. You are exactly where you need to be, creating beautiful things and spreading joy everywhere you go. Okay, we got this thing set up. It matches my other side. I'm going to slide her right here. This is why you get Dollar Tree frames, because you can't hurt them. Here. The symmetry, I am dying for. I can't stand it when things are not symmetrical. Like if I have a console table, I'm decorating something like that. It's perfect. Good morning, you guys, and welcome back. It is Monday the 18th. As you see, we have a ton of candles we need to get poured and shipped today. I am coming down the final backstretch of my final 50 open orders that I've been trying to get caught up on from being gone. So we are fixing to do that. But real quick, before we jump into that, I told you guys yesterday that I was going to be doing kind of a last minute exclusive fall candle launch. Some of the new jars have just arrived and we are going to unbox them real quick. And I am so excited to show these to you because they are super cute and these have never been brought to my studio, and I think I am going to do a little exclusive launch like this every year. So let's check out these new jars. I actually wanted to launch these last year in 2024 and time got away from me and I never did get to get these launched. So I'm super excited this year that I am a little bit more ahead of the game than I have been in the past. As I said before, these are going to be one of 3 vessels I'm going to be launching in a couple of weeks. These just came first. How stinking cute are these little jack-o'-lantern pumpkins? They are adorable. Okay, for real, how stinking cute are these little jacks? Like I said, I'm doing a limited edition run on these. There's going to be 3 different scents. I for sure am going to do marshmallow pumpkin in one just because you guys have loved that year after year after year. And I'm gonna have the other 2 scents be a surprise. I don't 100% know how big these are. They're looking like they're pretty close to 8 ounces and they are just so adorable. So let me know what you guys think. Do you love these? Are you in love with them? I bet they emit the most beautiful glow at night.
Like, I am just so excited to get one of these burning in my house. Okay, you guys, I am so beyond excited about these. I was not planning on pouring them until next week, but I'm thinking we need to pour them today. I have all of the stuff to make them, so I hope we get around to doing that. I do have to fulfill all these other orders first, but if we get time, I would love to pour these with you in this vlog so we don't have to wait until next week's studio vlog. Okay, 2 deliveries in one day. Is this even real life right now? I don't even know. About a month ago, I told you guys that I was doing a really, really special product, something new, something that you guys had never seen before that was not candle related, and I asked you guys to guess what it was. And there was a couple of you that actually got it right, and I've been dying to spill the beans, and I'm really proud of myself because I do not do good with surprises. I love telling people when I get them something. I never can wait. So this has been crazy to think that I've waited a whole month to get these and I haven't told you guys. So we're gonna unbox them together. I would be lying if I said I wasn't nervous because I did not order a sample. I drew the seamless pattern on Procreate. I have made some other items with it, but that was with using my own printer and all of that stuff. And so I really have no idea what these are gonna look like and even if they're going to be the right size or anything. So we are going to unbox them together so that way we can bask in the joy or sorrow together. I'm afraid I'm going to cut them with this box cutter because I have no idea if there's any protection. I'm literally dying right now. Are we ready? I'm nervous. Okay, are you guys ready for this new product reveal? They are coffee sleeves printed in the cutest Halloween print. This was part of my Mentally I'm in October print, and I did want this to be part of that collection launch, so that is why I'm doing a second launch this weekend, because I wasn't able to launch everything at one time. So we're doing a part 2. How stinking cute are these? So I got these in 2 sizes. I got them in, I believe, a medium and small. I'll have to double check. I recall a small is going to fit like a tall size Starbucks coffee. I'll test out all the coffees, Dunkin', all the good things, and see what fits what. But I do believe this fits a tall, and I want to say the medium fit a venti. But here they are, and I am dying. The quality is so, so, so good. I was really, really nervous ordering these. I had these manufactured. I've never done business with this company ever in my entire life, and so I was so nervous just jumping in, but I did not have time to get a sample here. And so we kind of just risked it for the biscuit and hoped for the best. And look how crisp their print is. And so these are neoprene, so they're gonna absorb any type of sweating like our coffees do. And they're not only great for like iced coffees to absorb the sweat, but these are gonna be great insulators for your hot coffees. So they are launching this weekend, Saturday the 23rd, I believe, at 7 p.m. They will be on my site. I will have both sizes nailed down at that time, so you guys will know which size you need for your coffees, or if you need both, depending on what sizes you guys like to have. So, oh my gosh, this was such a fun unboxing. I am dying. And so now I want to just draw and draw and draw and create as many of these as I can. I'm just kidding, but there probably will be more, possibly like Christmas styles and maybe even like just a fall style that's not necessarily Halloweenish in the upcoming months. So, wow. Okay, I am still mind blown about that unboxing, mainly because I've been so excited about these for so long. There's been so much change over the last few months, especially over the summer within my small business, branching out, doing things other than candles, but still having my candles be the focal point of my business. It's just really, really cool when you envision something and you bring it to life, especially when you didn't do a trial run ahead of time. And so that was kind of like a pinch me moment because those things are so cute and I really hope you guys like them. If you're a coffee lover like me, You will for sure love them, and I just think they'll be great for any type of beverage. It doesn't have to be a coffee. They look like they're going to fit a variety of container sizes. I'm actually really glad that this happened the way that it did, because there's a few questions that people have been asking me like on repeat over the last few weeks, and I think it's due to my studio vlogs on YouTube. I just thought I would do like a little Q&A right here in this video that might offer some helpful insight. The biggest question that I have been getting is, how do you grow your small business? And I think what everybody is asking is, okay, not only did you start a candle business and grow that, but like, how are you growing into the next chapter into your business? I'm really glad that I've been asked this question, because it was something that I myself was fearful of for a really long time. I am the type of person that I like to pick one thing and perfect it and then just duplicate it every single day. I really like structure. I really like routine. And so like for me, coming and pouring candles every single day of my life doesn't ever get boring to me, because I love being able to fall back on that schedule. Creating new products is kind of getting me out of my comfort zone. I mean, I love crafting. I've always loved crafting. I've always loved DIYs. I have bought all kinds of furniture and upcycled it for our house. I have made jewelry. Many of you know that I also own a bridal boutique, and I make all kinds of wedding accessories. Crafting is not the problem for me. Sometimes it actually is a problem, because I love to do all the things and then I want to turn them all into businesses instead of hobbies. It all goes back to that same question of, how do you grow? How do you grow one part of your business that turns into multifaceted arms and legs of your business? I don't think that there's just a step-by-step process that anybody does this with. I sure didn't. But I will say, I think the very first step should always be picking one product, just one product that you're making or selling, designing, manufacturing, whatever it is. Pick one product and have that be the platform of your entire business, and perfect that product and perfect the experience that your customer gets, whether you're selling in person or whether you're selling online, and really just go all in on that very first product, because you're going to learn so very much. So having your own small business is not easy, as all of you well know. I think a lot of people that don't own their small businesses think, oh, you just craft all day, like so cool, you just get to go to markets and just sell your little things. And we know that that's not how it goes. That there's so much going on in the back end of your small business, that what everybody sees when they purchase a product or when they look at your Instagram is really not all that's going on and that went into creating that product. So in terms of growing, I just think time is the number one thing you need to give your business to grow. Whether you are just trying to scale on one or two products, or whether you're trying to branch out into other products and you're totally overwhelmed and you don't know what other products that you need to add into your business, that all comes with time. Because for me, I have two separate businesses. I have a bridal business and then I have a candle business, and the candle business has always been a home and gift type business. In my mind, that was where I always wanted to go with it. I first and foremost created my candles with really special labeling for gifting reasons. So a lot of my labeling are for holidays or for birthdays. They're not just my generic candle label. I truly never thought I would be selling just my candles with my branded labeling, because I didn't think that I could compete with other candle stores. Right there is what I'm talking about, that time just kind of led me down that path to going ahead and creating branded candles and candles that were outside of just the gifting section. After you're in your business for a while, you'll start to see these little pathways light up. You'll see all these doors that open and all these opportunities that are there for the taking. And as long as you have your eyes wide open, if you just follow these little lit up pathways, you'll be amazed to see where your business goes and what it grows into. For example, I thought I would do just fragrance items always for the Gift Gala shop. And I thought I would just turn those into gift boxes and all of the things that I've already done. And what I realized is that being a candle maker is a lifestyle, and being a girl is a lifestyle. And I've been trying to combine this homebody and cute girly candle maker theme all in one. When I started doing that this year, that was when I started to have all of these light bulbs go off in my head about, oh, this product would go great with my candles, and this product would go great with my candles. In your small business, as you come into your own and you spend months and days and even years. I mean, I started the Gift Gala shop in 2018, and this is 2025. So time for me has probably been my biggest growth factor, not necessarily just in terms of sales, but how my business has evolved and how I personally have evolved as a candle maker and a small business owner. Another question that I have gotten a lot recently and have always gotten is, hey, like, where do I start? Like, I have a good work ethic, I have a little bit of extra cash sitting around, but like, where do I start to create my own small business? And I know it sounds really mundane, but where you need to start is research. You need to research what kind of small business that you want to be involved with. Do you want to be making the products? Do you want to be having the products manufactured? And once you start to decide simple things like that, it'll lead you down these rabbit holes. Oh, okay, well, I'm going to have them manufactured. Well, where am I going to get them manufactured at? Can I do that in the States? Am I going to have to go outside of the United States? How much is that going to cost? Is the profit margin worth the work of designing these items and getting them here? And how long is it going to take? And am I going to buy these in bulk? And am I going to, carry the inventory? Or if you're making your items, what are the startup costs? Am I going to need a printer? Am I going to need 5 printers? What kind of utensils am I going to use? Do I have the time to make these items? There's so many questions that you probably have that you can answer on your own just by doing a little bit of research. In terms of starting, that would be like my ground level advice, to just go and research what business that you want to have, how you're going to do it, and get a business plan and just sketch everything out on how you're going to do it, when you're going to do it, how you're going to pay for it, how you're going to finance it. Do you need to finance it? Can you do made to order type things? Those questions start to arise, you'll be able to do more research and in turn be able to basically guide yourself along to starting your very own business. And if you do want to learn about how I started my business, I did write an ebook specifically for people that are wanting to start their small business from the ground up. I just wanted to basically take all of my trials and errors and ideas and triumphs and failures that I've had in my small business and put them in a book, so that way other people could learn from my mistakes and hopefully help them propel themselves forward in their small business a lot quicker than I did. So my ebook is linked below if that's something that you are interested in. So the last question that I've been getting a lot is, how do you scale? What platforms are you using to scale? Are you going to markets? Like, how are you doing this? Again, this is not like a one-size-fits-all thing. I do not go to markets. I would love to go to markets. If I had time to go to markets, I would probably go to them all the time, but I have yet to go to a market. I do know tons of makers that have scaled their business by going to markets, and that's first and foremost their bread and butter. I don't do that. I started on Etsy, and then I have transitioned to having my Etsy and my own standalone website, and I try my very hardest to direct everybody to my standalone website because I just feel like I can offer a better experience and better customer service through my own website. Scaling is something that takes time. You need to build your small business and it needs to turn into a very well-oiled machine before you can even really think about scaling. Other than utilizing time to scale your business, the types of ways that I have scaled my own business is by introducing wholesale into my small business, wholesaling all of my fragrance goods, and I do plan on wholesaling my stationery and all of the new products as well. And just basically getting myself out there in more places. As you get more seasoned as a small business owner, you'll feel more comfortable and way less overwhelmed with handling more platforms like Pinterest and Instagram and Faire if you choose to wholesale. And then your own website or Etsy or whatever. But basically, in a nutshell, scaling my business has just happened by continuously working every single day, having an extreme work ethic working when I'm sick, working when I'm tired, and continuing to push on when sometimes things aren't exactly the way that I want them to be, if it's a slow season or if I'm just kind of in a creative rut and I just can't get out of it. You just have to keep pushing on. And that truly is when some of the most beautiful work happens. And that's when some of the best opportunities happen, is when you just think, oh my gosh, I can't hang on to this any longer. And then poof, all of a sudden, a month later, you'll turn around and be like, oh, I don't know what the problem was. Everything is great. So if you are a brand new small business or you are a seasoned small business and you just needed a little pick-me-up, I hope answering some of those questions helped you, because I personally struggled all of 2024 in knowing where to go next with my business, and that had never happened to me before. It hadn't happened to me with my bridal boutique. It had certainly not happened to me with my candles, and I just felt like that I was in a creative rut. I did not know where I wanted to go with my business. I knew that I still wanted to pour candles. I love pouring candles. I wasn't ready to step away from the business or anything of that sort, but I just didn't know if I needed to change jars, if I needed to add products, what I needed to do. And once I really dug deep, I started doing these vlogs. I really got in tune with myself as a person. I think that was probably what I was fighting the most, is I was feeling like an imposter in terms of my designs. Simply because I had always been full-blown farmhouse everything, and I really don't vibe with the new minimalist look that was taking place in all of 2024. And so whenever I would try to make these molded candles or something really minimalistic, it just felt so fake, and I had the hardest time marketing the items and loving the items myself. And so there was something about getting on YouTube that just allowed me to be my own person. Once I started being my own person, I just saw exactly where I needed to go with it. I also think I found my people. This is like my home. I love you guys so much. You do not know how much you guys light my world up every single day. I get so excited when I get to create footage for a video, as well as when I get to post it, because I can't wait to hear from every single one of you. And I know that I'm the worst at replying on comments. I'm just gonna go ahead and apologize ahead of time. I get so busy that I like reply in my mind and I don't reply. But just know, I see every single one of your comments and they mean the world to me. I mean, blossom into this new chapter of my small business is just so amazing, and I am truly grateful. All right, the part we have been waiting for. We get to make some car coasters, and I'm gonna preface and say I have never used a sublimation printer. We just set that thing up, and I have never used this heat press. All is completely new for me, as it is for you. We're just gonna jump right into it and hope for the best.
Okay, here is our very first sublimation print for our car coaster. The background color is not as orange as it can be in some of my other prints. However, on the car coasters, I really wanted the little ghosties to pop, the little cauldrons and pumpkins to pop. So I am actually 100% okay with how this turned out. I do need to probably experiment with the print settings to see if I need to increase some of the toggles to get a little bit richer colors, but I'm very satisfied with how this looks.
Next thing is next, we are going to get the heat press fired up. Again, I have not used this heat press before, so I am going to work with the settings, try to get it on a high temperature and a relatively high pressure before I get started. Okay, here we are heating to 400 degrees, and we are going to press for 60 seconds. Like I said, this is my first time for using this particular heat press.
All right, so we are just going to do one car coaster to start out with. I have mirrored my image when printing. We are just going to put this little car coaster face down. I wanted to experiment and see what all we're going to actually get on the car coaster. I made the circle 4 inches round just to kind of be safe. And we are just going to stick on a couple pieces of tape, heat resistant tape. This is my cute tape dispenser that I bought in last week's studio vlog. So we are ready to go put her in the heat press.
There you go. We're going to press it for 60 seconds and we'll check back and see what we got.
All right. I have no idea if this is too long, not long enough. So we are going to find out. Definitely hot enough. She is smoking. This is why we put our paper underneath, so that way we don't get it all over our heat press. This is relatively hot, so we're going to remove it carefully. Ooh! Oh my gosh. It's turned out absolutely amazing. I might try pressing for a little less time. This seemed to work out great, but I might try like 50 seconds and see. But oh my gosh, you guys, what do you think?
I'm going to experiment with them the rest of the week, and I have a batch of them live for this Saturday's launch on August 23rd. Okay, here we are at 50 seconds. I definitely think that is plenty hot. Alrighty, here we go. 4 more of these little cuties. Here is the original. When it cools, what it looks like. That was so much fun. It actually went a lot better than I was anticipating. Obviously, I have some kinks I need to work out, but they turned out super duper duper cute. Over the next few days, I can get everything ready for this weekend's launch. So I think we're gonna call it a week for this studio vlog. We have so much fun upcoming stuff for next week's studio vlog. And I'm really feeling all the fall vibes. As you can see, we're gonna finish up the studio. We're gonna be pouring all of the new jack-o'-lantern candles and doing a recap of this weekend's launch. So I will see you guys next week, and thank you so much for watching.